Um, Hi, tell me about your SAP experience. Exactly what kind of support role currently you're handling?
Currently, in SAP, currently I'm handling the support project in WM. So mainly I work in WM, and prior to that, I work in MM. So in WM, day to day we have to attend the tickets. We are getting tickets from the end users, and on that basis we have to resolve the issues, like it can be a shipping issue and they have the production line, so according to that we have to resolve the tickets.
Okay. Uh, you have idea about the service level agreements and how a support model will work, right? What is exactly
Yeah, right.
service level agreement?
Service level agreement, we have to finish or resolve the issues within particular timeline, or it can be a in a priority wise, we can segregate in a priority wise, very high priority, medium and low priority. So in our case, we have to resolve the issue within 5 hours time, because it's a live scene or site, and if there is a low medium priority, so we can get it resolved in a 1 or 2 days. So that kind of service level agreement we have with the client.
Okay. Have you worked on any
Yeah.
high level priority tickets?
Yeah, I work on high priority tickets. There was one shipment and it got stuck, and they already loaded the material, but they were unable to confirm the delivery. So I used to, see the open orders, and there was some old open orders. So that's why they were not unable to do the PGI, and I just, delayed some of the open old orders, and then they were able to do the PGI.
Okay. And what kind of level, for example, you're working in L1 support or L2 or L3? What kind of level support you are giving now?
I don't know, to I'm that I'm not aware, but maybe it can be L3, L2, like.
Okay. See, we have a L1, L2, L3 support in a support model of SAP. It will be
Mm-hmm.
like the L1 support basically will be very basic support. In many companies, L1 support will be handled by the key users. The key users are they will create some basic support team, or it kind of once a ticket will be created by the user, that will be coming to L1 support team. L1 support team will check that one. If it is very basic questions which they can answer, they will give that answer to them. Otherwise, they will move the ticket to the main support team, L2 team. Okay. The L2 team will be the critical tickets, maybe incidents, and few small change requests. Everything will be taken care by L2. We can say the severity will be more than L1. Okay. And coming to L3,
Okay.
L3 support, basically it was designed for a major change requests and any new enhancements which are requested by the business. They want to have a new process in their current business. Otherwise, they want to make a major changes in the current existing developments. It may be the interface with the third party other systems, or it may be interfaced with any SAP to SAP, or any customized reports. They want to have a auto email functionality. This kind of some major changes and some high level critical tickets, everything will go come under L3. If a
Okay.
company is having L2 and L3 support contract, then that L2
Mm-hmm.
L3 will be handled by that support team. Maybe as per the criticality, as per the seniority, they will segregate within them. But if
Okay.
L3 support will be handled by other company and L2 and L1 are handled by our company, in such circumstances, the segregation will be having a lot of importance, because which ticket we need to give to L3 support and which tickets we need to keep as a L2 support, that kind of decisions will be
Mm-hmm.
taken. But if L2, L3, the both support will be given by our company and our team, then we don't see that much significance in that area. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if you
Okay.
have a change request, that will be the separate billing process will be there from the client. Okay, that is the kind of
Okay.
L1, L2, L3 support. L1 means very basic support. Some kind of you can say like some user is not a, he doesn't know how to create a PO. Otherwise, when he is creating
Mm.
PO, he was not able to give some purchasing group. That's why system is giving the enter purchasing group some error. Very basic issues kind of things will come under L1. That's why we have to tell like L2 or L3 support we are currently working. L1 support means it is very basic support. Maybe the below 1 year
Mm-hmm.
or 6 months people can work in that area.
Okay.
Okay. And what is incident management and change management in support?
Incident management, like, there will be some transactional data, and we don't require the transport request, like, if there is some kind of condition record or any kind of output message. So for that, we use the incident management. That kind of tickets called incident management. And change management, like, we have to enhance the program. Like, so for that we have to do the configuration, and for that we get the transport requests. So it's like smart forms, or we have to customize the reports, or any developments. It's called the change management.
Okay. For that question, you can directly tell a 1 point answer. If the interviewer is asking to tell any examples, then you can tell these examples. Okay. Incident
Okay.
management means the incidents which will be resolved with the guidance or the fixing within the master data or any data without having any configuration changes. That comes under incident
Okay.
management. It may be resolved with training or in instruction to the user, or as you said like condition records or output changes or many material master changes, any changes which can
Mm-hmm.
perform directly in the production system without making any configuration changes which need a transport request. Okay. Coming to
Okay.
change management, when you get an incident you will see the requirement and you come to know that you have to make certain changes in the configuration or certain changes in the existing program. These kind of changes which you have to perform in development system, and you need to perform those activities, then you have to test it, then you have to move to quality, and quality you have to test. Once it is confirmed it is working fine, then you have to tell user to perform the user acceptance testing, then you will move that changes to production. Means it's the change management process. Change management, like as you said, the configuration changes or any smart form changes, existing program changes, all come under change management.
Okay.
Okay, just 1 point you can answer that. If they ask you like
Mm-hmm.
what are the example, can you give me some examples for incident management
Mm-hmm.
and like that, then you can go for
Mm-hmm.
these examples.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Do you work any kind of reports in your support project? Have you prepared any reports?
No, I will not prepare a
Okay.
report.
In support, generally we prepare the reports like SLA report. What is the this month SLA? For example, 100 tickets were received for MM. How many tickets have
Mm-hmm.
completed as per the time? That SLA report will be this. For example, 94 tickets have completed within the SLA, but the 6 tickets they have not completed. We have to provide the reason for that. What is the reason? Why we are unable to finish as per the time? Any delay from any other side? These explanations we have to provide. That kind
Mm-hmm.
of reports we prepare. And also the repeated tickets, for example every month there are some 20 tickets are repeatable, they are coming. Okay, you have to prepare like reoccurrence, how many tickets are getting repeated every month, what is the action
Mm-hmm.
plan to prevent those tickets, because ticket count is more
Mm-hmm.
but the tickets are getting repeated every month. Can we
Mm-hmm.
make any enhancement or can we do any training to the users? or what kind of solution you want to provide, what is the action plan, and how we are going to handle. These kind of reports we use it to prepare.
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay.
what is your strong area in MM? Like in which area you are comfortable if I ask some questions?
Uh, mm, uh, Maybe you can ask in a. Uh, I don't remember exactly, but any area you can ask, like mm,
What is procure to pay cycle?
okay, procure to pay cycle. Okay. So,
Okay, I
um,
have mentioned, I have provided you that audio clips. In that the procure to pay cycle and everything is available, even that interview questions document
mhm,
also. You have to tell in the
mhm,
sense like in the business language, any department like admin or HR departments, any department in a company request for certain
mm,
materials, then that request will be created through purchase requisition that will be sent to purchasing department. The purchasing department
mm,
will verify who is providing that materials, whether the vendor is already available with us or not. If vendor is not
mhm,
available, they will create a quotation and they will send to some 3 4 vendors, and they will get that quotation
mm,
details and they will maintain in the
mm,
system, and they will compare the
mm,
vendors and they will select a vendor who is
mm,
providing for a better cost
mhm.
and also for a better delivery date. Once the vendor
Okay.
is fixed, the purchase order will be created by the purchasing team and they will send the purchase order to the vendor. As per the delivery date,
Mm,
vendor will provide the materials. Once the
mm,
materials are received to the company, the stores team will
mm,
receive the goods. Once the goods are received to the stores, along with the goods,
mm,
vendor will send an invoice copy. As per that invoice copy, invoice receipt will be done by invoice verification, or receipt will be done by accounting team. According to the amount, how much is verified by the accounting team, that will be paid by accounting team to the vendor. This is the procure to pay
okay.
cycle. How a request was generated, requirement was generated, and
Mhm,
finally how it was paid by the finance team. You have to tell in this
mhm,
just business language you need to use, not like create PR ME51 and create PO ME21,
mm,
and like that you should not give that answer. And also,
okay.
if the interviewer is asking how do you do the goods receipt in SAP, then you have to tell we use Migo transaction code to do the goods receipt.
Mm, okay.
But when you are telling, you don't use the T codes and all. You just tell in the business
Okay.
language. If you ask the questions,
Mm,
then you can answer. That is a one more benefit for us. Like one more question we are
mm,
getting, and also we are in a position to answer. I'm not
okay.
saying like you don't remember the transaction codes, but you remember transaction codes, but you don't mention when you're explaining.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I hope if you prepare that questions and all, you can. Okay. What is the use of source list?
Source is a master data, and uh, we have a different uh, uh, like the quota arrangement, and we have the uh, what do you say, info record, and that kind of master data, so we can prioritize our source to select the vendor.
Yeah, actually source list, I asked about source list. That's why you have to give a direct answer about source list. Source list is the one of the master data in material management, which is used to fix or block a vendor for specific period of time.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
just it's a source of supply. Okay, and do you have any idea about service procurement?
In service procurement, I have idea like we have to create the master, and without service master also we can create the service PO for any kind of service, like we are well for repairing any issues in our office, or any painting what we have, or any kind of service what we pay. Uh, for that we can create the service PO, and we have to create the service entry sheet, and after that we pay to the vendor whatever the service provided by them.
Yeah, invoice verification and followed by
Yeah,
then payment will be done. What is the
yeah.
transaction code used for service entry sheet? Is it MIGO?
No, it's not Migo. I don't remember, but it's not Migo. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a transaction code ML81N, where we do the
Okay.
service entry sheet, but automatically there
Hmm.
will be a material document will be generated, but the service entry sheet will be done by done with the transaction code ML81N. This is
Hmm.
designed for these services like painting or vehicle hiring in hours, or security people who
Hmm.
are working as a number of people, number of hours, the
Hmm.
man days. These all kind of
Hmm.
things we do that.
Okay.
Okay. And what is the transfer posting? Any idea?
Yeah, transfer hosting. When we in transfer hosting, we have the physical movement of the stock, like as within the same plant, we can have the storage location to storage location, or we have the cross company plant, like plant to plant. We have the transfer posting.
Okay. Transfer posting is a logical movement. Maximum it will be a logical movement of
Okay.
data. For example, storage location to storage location, material to material. Okay, the maximum it will be logical
Hmm.
movement, although the material will be in the same place, that movement will be changing. For example, quality to blocked, blocked to quality, and consignment to one stock. There are different type of transfer postings are available. That's why we call transfer
Hmm.
posting is as a maximum, it is a logical movement compared to a physical movement.
Okay.
Only the plant to plant and certain things only will be a physical movement, but maximum will be a logical movement. Means system wise the stock type will get changed, but physically it
Hmm.
will be the same kind of thing. Okay.
Hmm.
uh, do you know what is the automatic account determination?
Mm. No, exactly. I don't know the configuration, but I know like when we use the OBYC, and it's we have to do this integration with the MM and the OBYC transaction, and it's going to detect the automatic account when we have the accounting entry through Migo transaction.
Okay. Automatic account determination, mainly it is MMFI integration, where
Mm.
we are having a linkage with FI. The main basis we can say like the valuation class, which is assigned in a material master, that will play the
Mm.
role to link between MM and FI. I have
Mm.
provided around 2 hours video about that MMFI integration, that you can
Okay.
watch later. The mainly it
Mm.
will be like, for example, when you create a PO, how a GL account is coming automatically, and also
Mm.
when you issue a goods, you're
Mm.
getting the consumption account, and also when you are receiving the goods, you are getting the stock account. How these
Mm.
things are coming, because there are many parameters will play the role. For example,
Mm.
the valuation class which we assign in the material master, and also the valuation class will be assigned to a GL account in OBYC. That is the linkage,
Mm.
how it is getting A to B and B to C. Like that, we have a linkage. And also the movement types will play the role. We have a transaction that OMWN with accounting grouping configuration. Each movement type, for example, 101 is a number and 201 is a number. But when you do
Mm.
101, you are getting stock positive, and also stock is getting hit in a positive way. But when you are doing the
Mm.
201, system is issuing the goods, means the stock is coming down, means our
Hmm.
stock account is getting credit. Credit means
Hmm.
minus and
Hmm.
debit means plus. How it is behaving,
Hmm.
because as per the movement type also there is a configurations, and which accounts are assigned. Movement types will
Hmm.
play the role. If you watch that video, you will understand the complete MMFI integration. For a gunshot answer, if you want to give, uh, automatic account determination is a concept which is a integration between MM and FI. The mainly valuation class will be acting as a bridge between MM and FI. The valuation class will be assigned in a material master accounting one view, and that valuation class will be assigned with different GL accounts under different transaction keys in OBYC. If we ask
Okay.
the step by step, then you have to go for that all the valuation grouping code, active, and
Hmm.
also account category reference to material type assignment,
Hmm. Hmm.
and configure
Okay.
automatic postings, means that OBYC what we do, BSX for
Hmm.
stock account, PRD for price
Hmm.
difference account, WRX for GRIR clearing account, GBB
Hmm.
is an offsetting entry. Under that there are many account modifiers like VBR is for consumption.
Hmm.
Okay, VBR is for consumption, and VBO is for consumption of subcontracting.
Hmm.
These kind of things will come to picture. If you watch that, you can understand the complete thing.
Okay.
Okay, what is the physical inventory process?
It's like it's counting of the stock. We have to match the stock between the system stock and the physical inventory. We have to uh, match it. So for that we have to run the physical inventory cycle every duration or every month or every 3 months period.
Mm-hmm.
So for that, uh, like that, yeah. Mm.
Okay. Actual physical inventory process in business language we call it as a stock taking process. The simple use of physical inventory I can say like to prevent our losses. The loss
Mm.
might be due to spillages, due to damages, or due to people what you call we can say that they don't have the proper guidance or proper training how to use the materials, how to use the respective equipment, and also irresponsibility of the people. The reason might be many, but losses are happening. One material is getting lost means there are many reasons. For example, the lift is not working properly, and he is using a pallet. The pallet is not proper pallet. It is very old one, but still they are using. Company is forcefully making them to use. Because of that, some spillages are happening. These are all the different reasons for losses. But this physical inventory process, why do we use? To identify the system quantity and the physical quantity.
Mm.
For example, if you take for some fast moving items, you can do the physical inventory for every 1 month or every 20 days. Otherwise, for all materials, you can do every 3 months, quarterly
Mm.
basis or monthly basis. That company will decide
Mm.
how to do that physical inventory process. What will they do? We have a physical inventory creation with MA01 is a transaction code in SAP. With that, they create that physical inventory document, and they will take the printout, and they will give the operator to send to that warehouse or wherever the materials are available. The operators will weigh the materials, and they will come up with the exact physical quantity. Okay. Already we have
Mm.
in system certain quantity. For example, material A system quantity is 30 and the physical quantity is 28. System B, the material system quantity is 50, physical quantity is 55. This kind of variances we can verify how much variance was happened in these 3 months. Okay, then we can investigate why these losses are happening and how to prevent those
Mm.
losses. This kind of
Mm.
analysis we can do, and we can prevent the losses to the company. That is the use of physical inventory process. But generally the reasons will be 90% of cases, always the material physical quantity will be lesser than system, because for example in 100 is a system quantity, you have given as a 30 as a consumption, then system will take 100 minus 30 equals to 70. It's exact calculation. But when it comes to physical, 100 kg material is there, 30 kg the person who is weighing in the balance, the balance might have some least count difference, otherwise some half kg difference is there. Okay, already half kg extra you have consumed, that is one kind of loss, weighing balance. And another loss will be when the person is taking that materials, there might be some spillages will be there, some powder or some liquids will be spillage on the floor, that is also loss. In system we won't cut that amount, right? In physical, that will be a loss. And sometimes the weighing balance is not working, the power of something was happened, but operator used to say like, yeah, it will be 30 kg, I know, according to my experience, he will just 31 kg or 30.5 kg he will add in that batch, in that process, that we don't know, right? That kind of losses. These are many parameters will be there for losses, and then company can that respective stores people can, yeah, analyze, and they can identify why the losses are happening, how to prevent those losses. That is the use of this stock taking. The high quantity I told you, right? System quantity is 100 and physical quantity is 110, 105. That is a very rare case. That cases will generally happen when what you call the some balance issues, or user has overconfident, they have added some 30 kg he felt, but actual that was 29 kg. That kind of things, these at that point of time you will get a more quantity than a system quantity. Okay, that is a physical inventory business process. The T codes wise, I have a document in my blog also, that MI01 and MI01 is for creation, and then we do MI04 where we enter the count, the physical quantity we have to enter in the system. Then we can see that differences, and we can post the quantity in MI07. Means the difference we have to post means at that, once the stock taking is completed, you will get the physical stock and system stock, both will be equal. Again after 3 months when you do the stock taking, some differences will come. But what is the target of this physical inventory process? For example, the overall differences is for example 1000 tons and 950 tons in this stock taking. The next stock taking, at least the 950 has to go for 960. Their target will be met. We have to prevent the difference between booked quantity means system quantity and physical quantity. Have understood the business process? Difference will be sure that they cannot stop, but their target is the difference percentage should be less.
Okay.
Okay. These are mainly have touched some inventory management and some basic procurement cycle. And we will take one more mock interview once you prepare some more better way. Okay. And the same questions you can prepare. And all the best for this interview, and for next interview we can do some more better.